Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing reading for the month of August. We'll be taking a deep dive into what our guides want us to know, maybe help us on our life's journey, what lessons we need, maybe some uplifting good news, something to look forward to. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave it for those that need to hear it right now and come back for the next month's reading. But try to place information that I do give you in a way that makes the most sense in your life, and I'll kind of explain that as we go. I know that's a mouthful, but let's go ahead. Just jump right in, see what our guides want us to know. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? I think there's a lot of things that you're in denial about, it feels like to me. I think you kind of like keep moving forward without kind of really considering why. I don't know how to explain this in a way that makes sense. So you feel a certain way, like the energy is very angry, kind of annoyed, like what the hell, like there's just like it feels very tight and the energy is very like tense. I don't know why I'm getting that. And like, oh, my teeth hurt, you know, when like you hear nails on the chalkboard, like my teeth hurt. And so something obviously is triggering you, and I think that there's almost in a denial, or you're just trying not to even acknowledge that trigger, which I don't know what that means for you guys. Again, this is going to be very broad because there's so many people coming in, and it's really hard to kind of pinpoint the exact subject because people are obviously going to have their own things, and there's going to be a story for somebody here. There's going to be a specific group of you guys that need to hear a certain message, so it might not resonate, right? So just come back for the next month. But there's something that is super triggering you right now that is like really not making comfy cozy, and there's just, your thoughts are going wild in this month. Like, this is a time to really reflect and kind of make a decision for yourself. I feel like there's some kind of decision that needs to be made. Okay, so again, this might not be all of you. It seems, and it could be a work thing or a relationship, but I'm for some reason getting pulled to a relationship. But again, this is what I mean, like place it where it makes sense in your life, because it's the theme and like what I'm trying to tell you, the subject you can put in your own life in any way. So there's Two of Cups, the Fool, and the Fool was in reverse. Sorry. Fool in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. I don't know why I flipped that. That's my bad. So there is I think you're doing the most for somebody. So it feels like there's another party. I feel like in the beginning it might have been mutual, maybe it still is, but there's just something about this person that is really throwing you off. And it could be something at work, it could be just a situation, like a project at work or something. It doesn't have to be a person, it could be a thing, but maybe it's a partner. And I just feel like there is like no more excitement. I feel like you guys are just stagnant. I feel like you are doing the most now, where it was before it wasn't. I felt like it was balanced and there was harmony, but now there isn't. There's something going on within this situation that makes me feel like it's just not equal anymore. And maybe like for you in your mind, it's like, well, this person is really good. People like them. People say that they're amazing, but like, I don't feel anything. And so you're just like, well, I don't have a reason to not be with this person, or I don't have a reason to walk away. I'm getting paid a lot of money. You know what I mean? There's something about like, it's just not vibing with you, but you have no reason to walk away. Like, this person is a genuinely good person. So you're just like, I don't have any reason, but there's just something there. And maybe they're the ones. So like, maybe flip this situation. Maybe they're like doing more for you than you are for them at this point. So again, this is, you know, it could go both ways. It could go either way, but just see if that kind of clicks in some story mode for you guys. But let's go ahead and see what the next card has. Survival. You guys aren't happy though. They feel like they're giving you the ick for some reason, and you're just like pushing through and just pretending to be happy. I mean, that's not a way to live. And there's nothing wrong with just like, you know, this just isn't for me. And like, I grew out of love, or I grew to not like this anymore, even though this is what I wanted for so long. I just don't want it anymore, and that's okay. I think you're going to be doing more of a disservice for that person. And maybe this is something that the other, like you might be the other part, like you might be the party that is putting in the most and the other person is falling out of love with you. But I feel like you are the one that's being triggered right now. So again, the situation could be flipped. But whatever the case may be, like you are currently in survivor mode, trying to like get through day to day, trying to figure out the situation. No, that was like I didn't shuffle well. That was literally this. Let me do that one more time. That was literally the last sign. The way I pulled those cards was the same thing as the last card. So I feel like it just wasn't shuffled correctly. Yeah, that feels better for me. Yeah, so we have the Lovers in reverse. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor energy. And 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry. And the Emperor energy. So that's what I mean by survival mode. Like, I just don't feel like this person, like Lovers in reverse tells me that there's like no harmony anymore in this. That almost feels like a breakup to me. Like it's just an imminent breakup. It just doesn't feel like there's no happiness in it. There's no love. There's no one's reciprocating. Or maybe one person is, but the other one isn't, depending on whether it's you or the person. Somebody is annoyed with each other. What one of yourself? What? Huh? Someone is annoyed with the other person, and I'm feeling it's you, but maybe you're on the receiving end. So again, just make that fit into your situation. But the 9 of Pentacles, it's like you can't, like you've gone so far. So 9 is near completion. You've gone so far, and like it was looking very abundant. It was looking very beautiful, but now it's not there anymore, which is fair and okay and totally. Like, there's nothing wrong with feeling like growing out of love. Maybe you grew and that person didn't, or vice versa, however that may look. But the Emperor energy feels very like I'm stubborn and I'm stuck in this and I'm just not moving because I feel like it just makes sense for me to stay. Like, there's no reason for me to leave. Again, same story. There's almost stability within this relationship, even if you're unhappy. So I don't know if that kind of clicks. But I think August might actually, like, you have to look in the mirror and be like, what is it? Like, do I want to be this unhappy, even though it might benefit me at some point long term? Like, I only have one life to live and I just want to be happy. Like, does that make sense to be here, So let's check the last card out here. Awake with an intuitive perspective, I see the bigger picture. So, I think that's what it is, being the mirror. I think that's what this is calling you in August. In August, it's like, okay, like I understand that this is a good person. I understand you don't have a reason to leave. I understand that this might be something that might be stable and comforting in the future, but are you happy? I think that is the most important question you have to ask yourself this month, because I think you can make changes to make yourself happy, whether it be having a conversation with this person, or maybe seeking therapy, maybe doing couples therapy, or I'm like looking at it as if this is a relationship. A lot of you guys might be in a relationship, but there might be a work aspect too. So just again, make it make sense in your life. But I do feel like this is the time for you to kind of go within, because you're again in survival mode. This isn't giving you any life. Yeah, so I have a feeling that this is going to be the Tower moment, but I have the High Priestess in reverse, the Tower moment in reverse, and then the 9 of Cups. So a Tower moment upright or in reverse just still means the same thing. It's a Tower moment. The only difference is, how quickly is a Tower moment going to happen? Are you delaying it? How big of a Tower moment is it? I think that you could make this into something that's amicable. I think the Tower moment has to happen no matter what. Something has to break down, because it's just, you're going to hurt, and vice versa. You're going to hurt the other person, or you're going to hurt if this person doesn't like end it, because you're not getting anything in return, or you're not giving something in return. And that's just not fair. There's no fairness. There's no harmony. There's no equality. And I think intuitively, like, again, you're ignoring your intuitions at this point. The High Priestess being here, I think you've seen signs. I think just again, the comfort level is there. You have the comfort level of the 9 of Cups. Your cups are filled. I think that I honestly feel like they are the ones doing so much for you and just like, this is great, but I hate them. Like, I don't like feel like they I'm also getting like there isn't a lot of sexual chemistry anymore. And I think that's been like something that the other person might be having difficulty. I feel like that has been like lacking because you just don't feel anything anymore. So there's just something missing, and it's just such a sad place to be. Like, you deserve more, that person deserves more. And it's just like, you have one life to live. Like, don't just settle. Like, someone else can offer you all this stuff too, and vice versa. Like, I think it's worth reflecting on, because I think that's what your guys want you to do in August, is reflect on what it is that you want and what's going to make you happy. Again, there's no right or wrong answers, but at this point, like, if you don't choose to leave, maybe change your perspective. And maybe the minute you do that, things will just blossom and be better, because that is all mind over matter at the end of the day. Because I don't get any toxic energy. I just think that you're just falling out of love, and that's okay. Or vice versa, right? So now you have some clarity about why things are the way they are, and you can make decisions for yourself at that point. But let's go ahead, let's pull the last few cards here, and this is kind of like the advice, last takeaway from our guides to kind of give us something to kind of process for the month of August. So we have recovery, transformation, playfulness and bliss, logic, and justice. So that makes so much sense for this month. So I'm going to repeat it. So recovery and transformation. I think this is like the time to transform. Try to like figure out what it is I want, and then like move on. I think that there's a sense that there has to be like, I mean, your guys are kind of pushing to that point. Like, it's time to move on. Logic and justice, like using your brain. Like, this isn't it. This isn't working out. This isn't what it's supposed to be. There's no fairness in it. And then outside of that, playfulness and bliss, like, that's what you can see for yourself on the outside, because right now there's just nothing. It's just stagnation. It's just blah, and so this is what they want for you. This is what they want you to take away. I think August is going to be a lot of like self-reflecting and kind of now seeing what the answers are. Maybe you were trying to avoid it, maybe you had no idea, and now it makes sense. It's definitely worth a conversation with your partner or whatever the situation is, and maybe come to a conclusion together, because I don't see like there's any like hard feelings. I feel like this is still a healthy thing, just not what it should be. So if this reading did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss the next reading, and definitely leave a comment so people don't feel like they're alone. Thank you guys for coming back. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.